When writing a PhD personal statement, everyone always tells you to be passionate, be authentic, tell your story. And honestly, that advice is so vague, it's basically useless. Because here's what will happen. You open a blank document, stare at it for 45 minutes, write 2 sentences, then delete them, and then nothing gets done, but the deadline keeps getting closer and closer. I have written personal statements for my undergrad, my master's, and most recently for my PhD applications. And the one thing that changed my approach to writing them is realizing a PhD personal statement, especially here in the UK, is not a diary entry, but it's more like a structured argument. And once you understand the invisible structure that administration is looking for, the whole thing will become less terrifying. So I'm going to walk you through that structure. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Aku and I'm a second-year neuroscience PhD student studying in London. So let's get into it. This brings me to the most important thing before you write a single word. Most applicants approach a PhD personal statement thinking about what they want to say. But administrations really want the answers to these 3 questions. 1. Does this applicant understand what doctoral research actually is? 2. Can they think like a researcher and not just a student? And 3. Is there a clear, specific reason they're choosing this program? If your statement doesn't answer these 3 by the time they finish reading, you might have lost them. So, part 1, the opening paragraph. This is where you establish your research and your academic path. And here's what most applicants might write. The problem here is that it starts with childhood. It uses passion and fascinated as substitutes for real evidence. Meaningful contribution to society is a bit vague. It could preface any application in any field. This paragraph tells the reader absolutely nothing about the applicant's research interests. Here is what you should write instead. Notice the difference? The second one begins with a research question. So every sentence that follows reads as a logical decision, not just a chronological event. No passion, no since I was a child, just a clear argument for why this field and why now. And this brings me to point 2, your research experience. This would be the longest section of your statement, around 30 to 40%. Here's what some people submit. The techniques here are just listed, but is not connected to a question. And again, passion for research is also stated, but never demonstrated. The reader learned nothing about what the actual person investigated. But here's an example of what a good paragraph looks like. Same types of techniques, but each technique is linked to a specific question. The troubleshooting, which every PhD supervisor wants evidence of, is made clear. And there's no, I became very passionate at the end, because the evidence is already there. And this brings me to the section where most people lose momentum, and that is, why this PhD program? Here's what some applicants might write. Excellent reputation, world-class facilities, leading experts, but none of this is actually specific to the program or to the university they're applying to. You could just copy this paragraph and change the university name and submit it to any program. But here's what a paragraph should look like. Notice what happened. I named a specific center, something publicly verifiable on the university's website, and I connected both projects to it, and I posed a specific research question. This paragraph can only be written to this specific uni, which is what the PhD admission board would like. And now your current role paragraph. Here's what a generic version would look like. No techniques named, no research center added, no research area specified. Contributing to ongoing projects could mean absolutely anything. But here's a paragraph that can be used to bridge to your PhD application. This is the same type of role as before, but this paragraph connects past work to current work, and both lead to a specific PhD question. It shows intellectual progress, not just a list of duties that you had to do. And this brings me to a section that most people might rush, and this is, how would a PhD help your career? So why do you even want to do a PhD? Here is what some applicants write. The problem here, this says nothing that isn't true for every single applicant. It doesn't name a career direction. It doesn't explain why a PhD is even needed for that. And the phrase, open many doors, is something that the PhD admission board might just skip over. But here is a better example. Notice what this version does. It gives a specific career direction, translational research, moving therapies into clinic, which is a very specific goal that not everyone wants to do. It identifies 3 distinct things that a PhD would provide that they probably couldn't get in a normal job. And it also shows that they've considered both academic and industry routes without sounding indecisive. So before I wrap this up, I want to list 3 mistakes that people normally make in the PhD personal statements. Listing techniques you've done without linking them to a specific question. 2, making it very vague and making it seem that it could be written to any institution. It should be specific to one. And 3, using words like passionate or phrases like since I was a child. This is very vague, and I think the readers can see right through this. A PhD personal statement is not about how much you love the subject. It's a structured argument about why this program is a logical fit for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for some PhD tips, advice, and vlogs, and check out all my other videos. I'll see you in the next one.